go.
Hello, it's Alex the Toyman here at Fun with Comics and Toys, and I want to welcome you to another comic book haul video. And I'm sorry, folks, if I haven't, posted as frequently as I used to. It's just that I've been having some technical difficulties, to say the least, learning some new technology, so to try to make the content even better for you folks. But I think I got a handle on it now, so you're gonna see videos a lot more frequently than was before the technical difficulties. But anyway, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate the support. And without further ado, roll that beautiful bean footage. And we're back to our faithful desk cam. And without further ado, let's get this comic shop haul started. Boom. Okay. For our first book, we're going to start with some magazines, or magazines size issues. And it's going to be Alter Ego 172. This is definitely a magazine that I encourage people to subscribe to at their local comic book shop. If you like things about the original creators of comics, like say from the Golden Age, Silver Age, etc., this magazine is for you. Plus, they have really killer covers like this, every other month. And this is something you definitely would have to special order at your comic book shop, as normally this is not something they carry. Not all comic book shops will carry this magazine. Therefore, kind of adding to the value of the book, but also it's a little bit of a rare gem. But I think I highly encourage it because it's a good magazine for the hobby. Isn't that such a cool cover? Here's a Batman book I read, Black Label. This is Batman, One Dark Knight. And this is the debut of Jacques' writing career. It had to admit, he did a good job because he's known mostly for his artwork. And if you are familiar with, the Batman collecting world, you know that the Jock Snyder run has always been very high praise, not just in this household, but everywhere that people that collect Batman. So I would highly encourage it. The premise of this story, basically, Gotham is in a blackout completely. And this happens during a time, during a transport of a very dangerous villain, which will, in this case, for no spoilers, will go unnamed. But he has special abilities that can interfere with the electrical grid. So there are rumblings maybe that this is the source of the cause, but who knows? And Batman is trying to diligently, patrol the streets during all this chaos, during the blackout. And as and just in the world in general, that blackouts, can cause chaos, especially if it's long term. But for that reason, I think it's an intriguing story. There was a little bit of an editorial mistake that editorial did not catch, but it definitely does not deter from this book. So a high recommendation from the Toyman. One book I'm really looking forward to reading by Jeff Lemire. This is Swamp Thing Green Hell. Really cool Black Label book here. And of course, I got the variant. I love that Swamp Thing Island thing. Really cool cover. And here's a magazine that I'm always subscribing to at the comic shop. Another thing you would have to pre order. I have seen some shops more and more get them in their shops. But, if you want to be successful on New Comic Book Day, I suggest you do pre orders because otherwise you're going to miss out on a lot of cool stuff. Here's issue 207 of Star Wars Insider. This is what is known as the FOC cover. And FOC, if you're new to the hobby, means Final Order Cutoff. And what that means is 3 weeks before said title is supposed to come out, sometimes an artist will come out with a cover for this magazine or comic book, whatever it may be. And it's the last chance for a comic book shop to order this, kind of like the last minute, I guess you could say. But just so you know, just some information I want to impart there. And here is Star Wars Insider 207, the same title, but this is the previews exclusive. And previews is the book in which you use to order books at most comic book shops. But now the landscape has changed quite a bit in this hobby where we have multiple distributors now. We have Lunar, we have Diamond, and now we have Penguin. And I don't mean the Iceberg Lounge Penguin from Batman either. It's a recurring joke I have at a comic shop. I say, "What are you dealing with Penguin for?" But anyway, really badass cover. Here is Star Wars Insider, and this is just the newsstand edition of 207. That you're going to find at Barnes & Noble or anywhere where public publications are going to be sold that would carry this. Really cool thing. And not only, what I also want to say about this book too is that they also not is only is it covering Star Wars news, but also they have original stories based right now in the High Republic universe, which is a real big thing in comics right now because it predates all of the previous episodes in Star Wars. So I think that alone is pretty cool. We interrupt this program to bring you a very special message from Mando, the Mandalorian. Please stand by. Hello, this is Mando, your fellow resident Mandalorian from Fun with Comics and Toys. And, when I'm out there, in my travels across the galaxy, and I'm trying to get my fix for comic books and toys, Fun with Comics and Toys is the best. And it always quenches my thirst. And if you feel the same way, hit that like button and subscribe, as I'm sure the Toyman would appreciate it. This is the way. Now to move our shift to the comic books that I get at the comic shop. This is going to be number 3, Dark Knights of Steel. And it is a maxi series. Love the premise of this book. It's like based in, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table sort of thing. And what I like about it is everybody has a place in here, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, you name it, just the whole DC universe. I love what Tom Taylor's doing here. It's going to be definitely a nice ride. Here is the Joshua Middleton variant of the same issue, number 3. I love Joshua Middleton, especially the way he draws women. Oh my God, gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. And he just good artwork in general. Moving it along. Next up is going to be Suicide Squad number 11. I definitely would recommend this if you guys are a fan of the Peacemaker series. You might dig this. Peacemaker is on the Suicide Squad a lot of times, and I think people would enjoy that. Here is the John Boy Myers variant of the same issue 11. I've been picking up his covers for Suicide Squad more and more. I notice. I don't know. They're funny. Like I just like them because they're funny. Ambush bug, like being a hunter. Like, come on. Iron Man 15 by Christopher Cantwell. Love those Alex Ross covers. That's the main reason I get this book, to be honest. Um, and here's Iron Man 15, the variant. This is the Devil's Reign variant. During the filming of this video, we are during the Devil's Reign right now event at Marvel. So they're doing all these kind of covers and stuff. Oh man, this is a high recommendation from me. One Star Squadron #2. I read the first issue. I was blown away. I love the writing from Mark Russell. It's very funny, and I love the comedic timing. It's just an overall funny story, but yet there is a tinge of sadness throughout this book too. So for that reason, I think it has true greatness. And it basically the premise is kind of like a heroes for hire type of thing, like Marvel had, with Luke Cage and the Iron Fist. They kind of built upon this in their own way. Like they attend birthday parties, their security detail for, like say a hotel, or it's just really like demeaning to these heroes when they were doing like some great deeds with the Justice League and other superheroes. Another great book, Basculus, #6, chapter #6, there by Cullen Bunn, a great writer. Definitely am a Cullen Bunn fan. That's cover A. And here is cover B. I get both covers. Isn't that cool? Isn't that like, man, just tinged with blood, right? Here's another book that I'm excited about that has returned after being on hiatus for a while. This is #7 of Adventure Man. And that Terry Dodson artwork, always love it. Here is Batman 119. This has been a staple in my house for a very long time. I've been subscribed to Batman for more than 20 years. I have never stopped. I took a quick break I think 1 or 2 years, but for the most part, it's been nonstop. He was one of the first characters I ever collected, so that's why he always has a special place in the heart. Here's 119. This is the Francisco Matina variant. Francisco Matina doesn't get his due in this, industry, unfortunately. And he does some really killer artwork. He does some really cool Spawn covers and stuff, and many other, from many other publishers as well, and different characters. Here is 1047 of Detective. This is starting the whole Shadows of the Bat, Tower of Good and Evil. The only thing that is going to be hard about this detective run is that it is going to be weekly now for, I think, at least 3 months or something like that. And here is the Lee Bromejo variant of the same issue. And Lee Bromejo has been on Detective for quite some time now. Man, as long as I can remember right now, gosh, it's been more than 5 years, it seems like it. And here is Elektra, Black, White, and Blood. There you go for you folks there. And this is, believe it or not, a John Romita Jr. cover. You can kind of see the roughness in his penciling a bit, but usually I don't buy John Romita Jr. art anymore. It's just not as good as it used to be, and I guess he just wants to churn out the content and not worry about quality. But I'm glad that he took some time with this one, and it was a killer cover. Okay, there's that one. Okay, moving it along now. We have Grimm Fairy Tales 55. Beautiful cover. Probably going to be my last one, as I've been looking at the future solicitations and they're just not, drawing me in. So this might be on a little bit of a break for me on this one.
We interrupt this program to bring you a very special Fun with Comics and Toys commercial from our sponsor from the Court of Owls themselves, Talon.
Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Talon, once again, from the Court of Owls, your fellow train assassin. I'm hearing that people are not claiming that whatnot free money. I mean, it's $10, and if you're like me, when you're in Gotham, you're pinching your pennies just to survive. So when I came upon the Toyman's channel, I saw that he had a free $10 if you sign up through his referral link or whatnot. And I hear it's the best place to buy comics and toys and etc. If you're like me, the only thing that quenches me and my federally friends' thirst is fun with comics and toys. And if you feel the same, hit that like button and subscribe, as the Court of Owls endorses fun with comics and toys. And so should you. Talon out. Here is Crimson Rain #1, a very nice event that I am definitely looking forward to. This is definitely hot on my list for reading. I just love Star Wars, anything pretty much, for the most part, from Marvel. It's just good stuff. See Emilia Clarke's character, Kyra, finally in continuity in comics. Really cool stuff. Here is King Conan #1, the Garson variant. I love Mr. Garson's variants, man. They're just good. Look, I like he does his collage. As you can see, all the different various covers right there. Really cool stuff. Here is Star Wars Adventures 13, the one before the last. Unfortunately, I guess it's been canceled because 14 will be the conclusion of this series. Well, the good news is I'll save money. The bad news is there won't be any more Star Wars Adventures, at least for a while. That's the main cover, by the way. And here is cover B. I love that Vader with the stormtroopers and stuff. You can see Tarkin and the Emperor way in the back. I'll bring it up a little closer so you can kind of see. And the Royal Guards there and stuff. Really cool. And like I said, about success in New Comic Book Day, here is an example of that. This is Strange Academy 15. This is the first cover appearance of Gaslight. And like I said, it's pretty big key to own right now. It's really hot. Spec alert. I got a lot of faith in that character. Here is Thor #20, another sizzler for you guys. The whole got a hammer spec. Really neat cover. Next up, we have Star Wars The High Republic Adventures, the 2021 annual. And this one actually is hot for some reason. I haven't read it yet. There might be a possible first appearance in here or some kind of significance going on in here. It also could be very well be the very last annual and for IDW for Star Wars. That could be it too. It's very likely. Detective Comics 1046, cover A. I love that Dan Mora is on this book. I love his artwork. Isn't that cool? Man, that sucks, right? Embedded to his back. And here's the Lee Bromejo cover of the same issue. Beautiful cover. Man, I mean, just great stuff. I mean, I like it's kind of like a paper mache kind of like look, has a lot of texture to his art. Moving it along, here's Robin #9, Rage of the Lazarus Demon. As you can see, I love me some Batman. Another underrated independent book, that would be Not All Robots from AWA Upshot. Studios. Yeah, this is the last issue too, and it's the same guy, Mark Russell, like I told you from One Star Squadron. Just like his writing, he's funny. He always has satirical, I guess it would be the appropriate word here, type of writing. Here is Star Wars: The High Republic, Eye of the Storm, #1. This is the main cover. Man, isn't that just like it's beautiful and it's haunting all at the same time. Here is #1. This is going to be the variant edition of the same issue. Really cool colors, really vibrant. What's not to love? Next up is The Thing, #3. Really cool. I like that it says ever loving, like Everlast from boxing. If you guys are familiar with boxing, here is Devil's Reign, #2, the main cover. This is that event I was telling you about, guys, earlier in the video by Chip Zdarsky. And I feel like the end of his run is coming on Daredevil very soon. I kind of feel like that's the crescendo, I guess you could say. Here is the Mark Bagley connecting variant. And Mark Bagley, man, he's still going strong. He's been, still doing artwork for Spider-Man related type stuff and just Marvel. That's a killer connecting variant right there. #19 from Darth Vader. If you guys are not reading Vader, hop on it. It's a must read. It is well beloved in this house among even my family members, even here at the house. So it's a high recommendation from me as well as the family. Here is a variant edition of #19 from Darth Vader. And moving it along. Next up, Berserker #6. Berserker! And this is the Keanu Reeves centric book here. And it's got a lot of spec potential if you guys are into the spec thing. And I try to cater to all kinds of viewers on YouTube as much as possible. But right now would be a good time to hit that like button and subscribe if you're finding any sort of value in this video that I am doing for you guys. And also, stay tuned to the end of the video in case you missed the previous comic book haul video. It will be at the end. I actually, in fact, will have the last two for you. Just moving forward, so you guys know, okay? And just in case you miss some of those videos, moving it along. Justice League Infinity #7. And if you guys are a fan of the Justice League Unlimited, this book is for you, right here. It just takes off from where Justice League Unlimited left us off, storyline wise, and it just tips it on its head. Here's another series that is well beloved in the household. This is Moon Knight #7. Can't get enough of the Moon Knight love right now. And especially at the time of filming this, the Moon Knight series is coming to Disney Plus very soon. Can't wait for that show. High recommendation for that book, guys. The Death of Doctor Strange, #4. Coming to the conclusion on that one. Another book, the independent wise that I love, and that would be Ice Cream Man 27 from Image Comics. Really weird cover. He's a cockroach human, like a couch potato. But Maxwell Prince, man, his writing cannot be rivaled. His stories are of woe, despair, and horror. I mean, who could you ask for any more than that? Just that headliner. And here's the variant edition of the same issue, and also This is going to conclude the video. Like, subscribe, and share. You know the spiel. But I hope everybody you have a good day. Bye for now.